It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Felty.
First, you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up nice and slow. And then you got your Toledo surprise. Say, why don't we give him a little taste?
All right.
Hold it! What style, what grace, what rhythm? Open your fists. Now shake them. Now give me that recipe one more time. Da 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 da.
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise.
A chaperone is an older woman who escorts or accompanies a younger woman for social occasions. So in this case, she's tagging along with Janet Van de Graaff for her wedding. So her job is to make sure that Janet doesn't see her fiance Robert before the wedding. I saw an interview once with the writers, and they said something about the show is so funny and ridiculous that it would be even funnier if it had this title that didn't really have anything to do with anything, like the Drowsy Chaperone, and it sounds sort of obscure and mundane almost, like what is that? So it kind of draws people in that way.
My favorite part is definitely the constant high energy and goofiness of the entire show. I saw it in both New York and on the Chicago tour, I don't know how many years ago, and I just fell in love with the fact that there are these over-the-top representations of actual performance and actor types from the 1920s. And so just to be able to bring or be a part of one of my favorite musicals and bring those characters to life with my own friends and colleagues has been a lot of fun.
Well, the man in chair is a really interesting role because he literally brings the show to life. And it's a very unique perspective because he has this very honest approach about musicals. He says, well, here's an upcoming song and I really want you to pay attention to it, but try to ignore the lyrics. And there's these multiple examples of him bringing the show to life through how he perceives these characters. And literally the show comes to life in his apartment. So it's interesting to see how we take these really unique characters and how it's viewed through the eyes of this man who is absolutely in love with this musical. And I think another thing that's interesting is that the man in chair becomes the opinion of the audience. He is what the audience is thinking during the show. So yeah, like I said, it's just this really unique and honest approach to how we view musicals, not only from this time period, but from the 1920s era.